everyone, I'm Chrissy Midwife, and today's tips and tricks video is all about natural labor and birth. If you have decided you would love an unmedicated natural birth but are not sure how to go about it, let me give you my 5 personal tips to help you achieve this goal. But before we get started, I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button in the bottom of your screen, the little bell beside it, and give this video a like and a share. Labor and birth is a wonderful time in a woman's life, but it can be challenging and a little bit daunting, especially if you've decided you'd like an unmedicated natural birth. But it can be done. I give these tips and tricks to the mums I work with as a midwife to help them achieve their natural labor and birth. But it's really important to start doing these tips and tricks at the beginning of your pregnancy, not the week before you're planning to birth. While there is no one position or breathing exercise that will alleviate the discomfort of contractions that works for everybody, if you practice these tips and tricks throughout your pregnancy, you will be able to prepare both your body and your mind to achieve an unmedicated birth. But even if you do require pain relief, these tips and tricks will still allow you to have a beautiful, empowered birth. So my first tip is, what is your motivator? It's really important to have a motivation or something to anchor onto through your labor. Motivators allow us to feel in control and empowered. Motivators for a natural labor and birth might be because you're concerned about how medications will cross the placenta and potentially affect your baby and your breastfeeding. Another motivator might be because you're concerned about how the medications might affect the flow of your labor. By having a motivator, an anchor, something to hold on to, it will allow you to focus on that through the challenges of your contractions. Tip number 2 is surround yourself with an amazing support crew. The people you surround yourself with are so incredibly important, and this is true for both pregnancy and labor. Your support crew should be a combination of people that have attributes such as they love you, they care for you, they empower you, and they have the skills and experience to support you through your labor and birth. Now, this might be one person or multiple people. It might be, for example, your partner, a friend, your family, a close friend, a midwife, a doula, or an obstetrician. By having the right support crew, this will enable you to feel empowered, confident, and safe, and help you achieve the unmedicated birth you desire. My third tip is education. Fuel your brain. Knowledge is power. By making sure you have educated yourself on how your body works, how your labor works, the stages of labor, which I can do another video about, by the way, about how your contractions work, how your body reacts to stress, fear, love. Undertaking labor and birth classes in pregnancy is a must, whether that be calm birth, hypnobirthing, or midwifery-led birth preparation. Knowledge is power. My fourth tip is surround yourself in positivity, whether that's surrounding yourself with positive people, listening to positive empowered birth stories, or positive birth affirmation playlists. Having a positive mindset going into labor and birth will allow you to achieve the unmedicated birth you desire. When we doubt ourselves and our abilities, our brain automatically goes into the negative, and that's all it can focus on. If we think, I don't want an epidural, I don't want an epidural, I don't want a cesarean section, I don't want a cesarean section, that is all our mind can focus on. When our brain focuses on the negatives, our bodies become stressed. Our hormones release lots of adrenaline, and that interferes with that beautiful oxytocin hormone, the love hormone, which is an integral part of labor and birth. By going into your labor and birth with a positive mindset, this will better your chances of achieving a labor and birth without the use of medication. Be prepared and practice is tip number 5. Starting in early pregnancy, it's a great idea to start practicing some mindfulness, some gentle breathing exercises, and some gentle physical exercise such as yoga. By continuously practicing these things throughout your pregnancy, when you're going into labor and birth and potentially feeling challenged by your contractions, you can fall back on the familiar mindfulness, the familiar breathing, and the familiar gentle exercise. I have popped some links below in the description with some fantastic mindfulness apps and gentle pregnancy exercise videos that might be helpful. I hope that my 5 personal tips of what is your motivation, have an amazing support crew, be educated, have a positive mindset, and be prepared help you achieve the natural, unmedicated birth you desire. These are my 5 personal tips, but if you have any fantastic tips that you think could help other women, I would love it if you could pop it in the comments section below. Otherwise, if you have any other videos you'd like me to do, please don't forget to pop them in the comment section below or follow me on my Instagram and Facebook page.